The ROG Zephyrus G14 2022 will be on display for a limited time at the Museum of Technology. This new generation technology that could potentially change the entire tech industry has been kept hidden from the public eyes due to national security concerns until now. It will be on display over the long weekend as part of a promotion of the new government directive of advanced computing. There will be a strong security presence at the event. You do need to book for small group viewings. Tickets for the exhibition are now available for sale on the official website. Now for the weather. Bob, take it away.
Are you thinking like I'm thinking? It's been a while since we had ice.
Yo, Al! I got the master plan for ice.
Is that paper roll?
Yeah, it is. Times are tough. Yo, just come over and check it out. What happened to our table?
Oh, our table. I sold it.
Why?
Cause it's desperate times, man. We don't have enough subscribers.
Oh, fine. So just go before. Alright, so this is the master plan. We go through it really quickly. So this is going to be our mode of transportation. We're going to be using 2 scooters. And this is the display. So the G14 is actually going to be under a glass display box on top of the table. And we're going to be using a fake G14 to swap it out.
Wait, hold on. Where are we getting this fake G14?
Don't worry about it. I already got this done.
What a beauty!
So security-wise, you gotta be concerned about the cameras on the top. There may or may not be guards, and there's gonna be pressure sensor floors, and we're gonna be bringing a golf club.
Why are we bringing golf clubs?
Because it's cool. All the guys do it nowadays.
Okay.
And then...
Wait, what's this?
Oh yeah, I got a little bit excited. So this is actually for later. But anyways, moving on. So this is how we're actually gonna do it. We're gonna come in from the top, Mission Impossible style. We're gonna basically drop in. We're gonna do a swap. We just gotta be mindful of the sensors on the bottom. And then, yeah, we're gonna be rich after this. What do you think of the plan?
Man, it's amazing. I didn't know you had this in you. Let's go.
Ah, Jesus, forgot my golf club. Hold on, Kyle, wait for me here.
Okay, I got the G14 as you requested. Just double check if this is right.
Yes, yes, yes. Exactly what I wanted. Well done.
All good?
All good.
All right, where's what I want?
Give me 1 second. It's in the safe. Here you go, buddy.
Nice.
As you expected.
It was a pleasure doing business with you. Enjoy.
Goodbye.
Yo, it's Cal from Project Gaming. It's been a while, but I'm finally back, and we're going to be bringing you this review of the G14. So, if you recall, we did this G14 review of the 2020 version back in, I guess, 2020. To this day, it's my daily. A lot of the earlier videos were edited using this exact machine, and it's been my workhorse ever since. But we have here the newest one, the newest version. This is the 2020 model year, the G14, the Zephyrus ROG. There's a couple of versions of these out there. Ours is in the Eclipse Gray with AMD Ryzen 7 6800HS and Radeon RX 6800 for the graphic card. It also comes in Moonlight White. I personally prefer the white color, but they were on back order, so we couldn't be bothered to wait. So right off the bat, this year's version is slimmer than the one that I bought a couple years ago. And the dimensions are exactly 31.2 centimeters by 22.7 centimeters by 1.95 centimeters. So that's roughly, you're looking at it a bit smaller by 1 centimeter in all dimensions. The weight is 1.75 kg. So if we're just looking at the physical differences, we can go over that right now. Right off the bat, this one comes with the Animatrix on the back. I didn't get the Animatrix back then, cheaped out. And then you see right here that this one has a webcam, this one has no webcam. This one actually has a bigger bezel, this one has a smaller bezel on the frame. And you'll notice that the speakers are repositioned on the new one. It's up top, whereas the speakers are kind of towards the middle of the body. The trackpad is bigger on the newer model. And if you look at the bottom, the ventilation is much better. So this is the new one right here. You see the ventilation is pretty much the entire bottom of it. Whereas if you look at this one, it's only towards this part right here. And then looking at ports, there's an extra port on the new one, as you can see right here. Yeah, so that's basically the major differences physically. And this is the best feature right now. Can you do this? Port-wise, it has one 3.5 millimeter audio jack. It's got one HDMI 2.0, one USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C, which supports both DisplayPort as well as power delivery. And it's got two USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C, which only supports DisplayPort. And one card reader micro SD, so it's perfect for all those content creators out there. And obviously it's got a power port, to charge your laptop. So looking at the keyboard, it's basically a backlit chiclet keyboard with one zone RGB. And as you can see, it's got a way bigger touchpad. Front facing 720p HD camera with built-in 3 microphone array. It's got quad speaker setup, so 2 up top and 2 subwoofers on the bottom. So the 2 up top are actually tweeters, and this actually gets pretty loud. So let's talk about the anime matrix this time. So they actually added more utilities. There's 3 mini games that are included with it. So the 1, you have shoot 'em up. 2, you got the slot machine, and 3, you got whack-a-mole. And obviously you can create your own logo. Let's look at the performance. All AMD this time around. So we're running AMD Ryzen 7 6800HS for the CPU. It's an 8-core, 16-thread, 20 megabytes cache, up to 4.7 gigahertz. It's on AMD Radeon RX 6800 8 gigabytes GDDR6 for the GPU. The benefits of running an all AMD setup is the ability to use Smart Shift and Smart Access Memory. So Smart Shift allows the CPU and the GPU to dynamically allocate power where it's needed most. Smart Access Memory gives the CPU full access to the GPU's VRMs. It also has the ROG MUX switch, which allows direct access to the dedicated GPU without routing through integrated graphics. So what's the benefit of that? It reduces latency as well as boosts performance. So this machine has 16 gigabytes of DDR5. You can increase it to 32 gigabytes. Storage on this is 1 terabyte of PCIe Gen 4 NVMe M.2 SSD. The vapor chamber covers both the GPU and the CPU. It uses a liquid metal thermal compound for further heat dissipation. It has a silent operating mode. So when you are running low power tasks, the fans completely turn off. It has a silent operating mode when you are running low power tasks, so the fans completely shut off, so it doesn't create any noise. The display they have here is called the ROG Nebula display. So let's go through the specs. The screen, so it's 14-inch QHD anti-glare 16:10 aspect ratio, 120 Hertz refresh rate, which is good for gaming, 3 ms response time, 500 nits brightness, and it supports Dolby Vision HDR and Pantone validated the colors. The battery is a 4-cell lithium-ion battery with 76 watt hours. It can fast charge up to 50% battery in just 30 minutes. It's got Wi-Fi 6E for a good connectivity. The older one doesn't have that, and it's on Windows 11. Next up is we're going to be running some testing. So, to conclude, I mean, this new one is definitely a lot better than the old one. And generally, this is probably the best gaming laptop on the market right now. It's a bit expensive, but I think it is worth it. The whole AMD CPU, GPU, I think is a good combo because historically it's always been, Ryzen CPU with a NVIDIA GPU. But I think this setup works pretty well. And I'm kind of jealous of this new one. Might want to get my hands on one as well, or replace the one I currently have. But yes, I'm generally quite impressed with what Asus is putting out, and I look forward to see more of their products. All right, that's it.